Hey guys, Cesar Rodriguez here, and what I want to do in this video is just give you a couple of quick fun tips on things that you can do that will actually help you to achieve your income goals. Now, I'm going to share with you why I say this is fun, because I'm currently in the middle of moving, and while I was going through and clearing out the attic, my fiance actually found something pretty fun that I'm going to pull out here and share with you in a minute. But a lot of you guys have got goals that you want to hit. Maybe it's to make $100,000 a year. Maybe you get some great recognition. It's a personal goal of yours or whatever the thing is. But here's the big deal. If you're going to have a goal, what you need to do is you need to figure out what that goal is, figure out the date that you're going to achieve it by, and then you need to reverse engineer it, break it down, and have exactly what you need to make per month, per week, and per day to achieve that goal. It's the same thing with rank advancing, and if you've seen my video on how to rank advance, then you probably know what I'm talking about, where I talk about breaking it down, and then I share some other things. If you haven't seen that, by all means, look it up on my blog or on my YouTube channel. Now, on this one, I'm going to share with you something that I did that was kind of fun because it kept me motivated, and I'm telling you, this stuff works. All right, now, I had in my office at the time, and this was in my apartment back in the day. Now I'm in one house, and we're in the middle of moving into our dream house. But we found this as I was throwing it away, and what it is it's actually a thermometer. And I had my goal, so it was basically a calendar, and on the side of this calendar, I used to have all my appointments and people to follow up with. And then I also had my overall goal. And what I did that was pretty fun is I made a little calendar, or I made a little thermometer, I should say, on my calendar for exactly how much money I needed to make by whatever date it was. So you can see here, it had what my goal was. And what I was doing is I wrote this out, and every week I would basically fill out every time I hit, or not every time I made another $1,000, I would fill it out, right? Just making myself visualize me filling up that thermometer. And I looked at it every single day, and every time I made $1,000 more, I would go ahead and fill that in. So this is really cool. And what's actually pretty fun about this is, I look back now, and it's such an awesome memento, because I'm like, man, at a time, $100,000 a year was like my life goal. Which is really cool to keep stuff like this around. And I wanted to put this on video because I'm going to end up actually throwing this out. But, what's ironic is what your goal is per year. One day, if you stay committed to the process, you're going to make that per month. And the reason I can say that is because in January, we already eclipsed $100,000 for the year. And at one time, that was my yearly goal. And my yearly goal, I did in a month. And I'm just here to say, I'm nothing special. If you just stick to the process, you can do the same thing. All right, so whatever your goals are, make sure that you're dividing it out. And this is what I used to use to track it, right? I had a yearly calendar. And on this yearly calendar, when I started doing this, what I did was I actually would track down, and I would write on every single, and I don't know if you guys can see how specific this is, but I had exactly, I worked it backwards. So I said, on this week, I have $53,113 left to go. All right, and then on the next week, you could see it was 51. Then you could see here it was 48. And I had, at the time, the company that I was working with at the time, they actually paid per day. So what I would do is I'd literally every day, it was like my morning ritual. I'd stare at my calendar, I'd visualize it, I'd read back my goals and my affirmations. And then what I would do is I would write down exactly how much I made that day. So you can see here, $890 that day, $350 this day, $720, $647, $207. So what I did was I broke down exactly how much I was making per day. And at the end of that week, I'd subtract that total number from what I had left. So that allowed me to just kind of stay on track and to keep focused. And if I ever had a bad week, it would allow me to double up and work twice as hard the next week. If I ever had a great week, you think I relaxed and slowed down? I said, no, great, I'm gonna hit my goal that much faster. All right, so that's the type of mindset that you need to have if you're going to hit your goals. And these are just a couple fun little side projects that you can do. But the important thing to do, the big takeaway, is number one, make it a little fun for you. Have it in front of you at all times. Whatever your goal is, have it in front of you. Know the reasons why and what you're willing to give up. And then also have a daily method of operation for what you're going to do every single day. So however many sit downs and presentations you might have to do, whether it be sitting down or virtual, have those goals in front of you and break it down and know exactly what you need to do every single day, every single week, and chase down that goal. And what I advise you to do is just reverse engineer it and then work it backwards. See, I had exactly how much money was left, so I was chasing it down and trying to get that number down to zero, because the minute I would do that, I've got zero left, I'm at my goal of 100,000 a year. All right, so those are just a couple quick tips. One last one that I definitely share with you is if you've got a family. At that time I was single, so it was just me, myself, and I. But if you have a family, you got a wife, kids, or a husband and kids or whatever, get everyone together, rally them up, and do this little arts and crafts project at home or whatever it is, and get them all on the mission with you. A lot of times we work on things like this ourselves, and then what ends up happening is our family's holding us back, or people are pulling us back because they don't understand what you're trying to do, why you're trying to do it. And make sure that you're celebrating along the way, treating them, all right, when you do good, you hit a goal, take them out for dinner, buy them something nice, do whatever, get them all on the mission together with you. All right, but definitely do that, because that way they won't hold you back, they'll push you forward. And when you come back from a 12-hour day of work and they're going to say, hey, 12 hours, we're behind on our goal, they can see it on the little thermometer on your map, right? And they say, hey, what are you doing? Get back out there, right? All right, so hope that helps. If you want more tips on rank advancing, make sure you see my other video that I did specifically on setting goals and how to rank advance. And that's a pretty good one. All right. So look for that one. It's on my YouTube channel or on my blog. All right. So with that being said, I'm Cesar Rodriguez. If you haven't yet stopped by my blog and you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that right now, because I give away a ton of training on my blog that you will never see on my YouTube channel, especially the free training series I'm giving away right now. All right. Take care. See you on my blog and stay in touch.